Kate.
Hi, I'm Amber.
So, on this one, we wanted to talk about friends and family members and such is getting married. Because we're both 20 something, so we're at that age and phase in life where that's starting to happen. And how we're dealing with that, and for being consistently single people.
I love that term, consistently single. That's so accurate. Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So, I know for myself, a long-term committed relationship was probably me back in college when I dated the same dude on and off again for maybe 4 or 5 years, but never on. But that's a
Why did I have the same damn story, bro?
That's a long-term relationship for me. Like, we dated for like 3 months, and then like he completely ignored my existence for 6 months. But then that 1 month where we're back together before we break up, it's so nice.
And then that one time where I'm like, well, am I your girlfriend? And he's like, yo, I love you. But then I found out you have a full-ass girlfriend. Now I'm devastated. 5 years of that foolishness.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's me.
Yeah, that's a terrible story.
Yeah,
it's so true. I'm super upset.
I'm not saying it's terrible. It's my story, so I don't want to consider my life to be terrible. But I will say that in that time, I was looking for something different. I was looking for more of a relationship, which is something I couldn't get out of this person. But I really enjoyed the person, which is awkward in itself. But at the same time, I was really hurt because I'm sure 1,000,001 girls have this experience where I really love this guy. Well, I didn't really love this guy, but really into him, and I want him to be as into me as I am to him. And when we break up, come to find out later, he met this girl for 3 months, and they moved in together. They were talking about marriage, and I was like, after how many years we played around, and then when that's over, he immediately comes back and it's like, you know what, I missed you. There was always something about you. I'm like, what was it then? Like, it couldn't have really been anything because that happened, and then you're still treating me the same way you've always treated me when we were together. So,
and that's so funny you say that, because I know for my story with the on and off again guy for 5 years, it was very much like one of us had to win. So I didn't want a relationship and he did, and then he wanted a relationship, or I wanted a relationship and he didn't, and it was this back and forth of like who was gonna win until I got so far in that I was like, yo, I don't care about who wins, I just love you. But at that point, we had done so much shit to each other that there wasn't coming back from that. Like, we couldn't have rerouted ourselves to be a couple because it was too much damage. So,
yeah,
the other side of that coin. Foolishness, really.
Okay, to bring it back a little bit to get on topic. So our friends are getting married, and it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, so the way I feel about it personally is I've never truly been in love. I've never looked at a guy I've been dating, but then again, like I said, I've never really had a serious, good, long-term relationship. So I kind of don't miss what I've never had. So I'm never, just waking up next to you is it for me. I've never looked at a guy and felt that way, like, oh, what's good? You want breakfast? Like, that's more so what I've had. So hearing about my friends getting married and stuff like that, I don't feel the jealousy issue. I've personally never really seen myself getting married, just for the same reason I've just said. I've never been in love. I've never had those feelings where I'm always want to wake up and be near you. It's not to each their own, but for me, that's not what I'm feeling. But who knows? I could meet some dude in next year and I'm just like, oh my god, the way he breathes is so cute. So you never know, but at this point in my life, it's something where I haven't completely excluded from my life the idea of having that type of relationship, but it's nothing that I see myself 100% doing. I know that's what I want. I know that's what I'm looking to move forward to. I know in the future and such blah blah blah, that's something I need to work towards.
I think for me, I have to come from it from a different honesty point, in the sense that, like, it kind of hurts my feelings when I see it, but it's not from the sense of being lonely or wanting a guy. It's more like, what am I doing wrong? Are they able to do this and I'm not? Like, it's been different in that I have been in love and I've had dated people, 1 or 2 people, where I was like, yo, I could marry you. This could be it forever. And then it ended and I was like, well, shit, then I guess this wasn't it. And so now moving forward and being consistently single as I am, that ideal is starting to become less and less a thing, where I'm like, will I get married? Will I have to do this by myself? Am I going to be making a baby by myself? I'm very okay with all those options. It's just not wanting to move ahead with those options before I give this a real shake. Like, not wanting to make a baby, and then this guy shows up at the same time, waiting for this guy to show up and not making a baby. Mm-hmm. So it's a very weird place to be.
You don't want to be in a baby mama situation.
Pretty much. Or I don't want to be like in that, what's the movie with J-Lo?
I know what
exactly.
you're talking about, yeah.
Where I'm just like pregnant and he shows up.
The in vitro,
and I'm like, I never thought you actually were coming, so I went ahead with my own. I made my own plans. Yeah. So if you want to stick around, cool. If you don't, understandable. Like, I'm really trying to balance at this age. When do you make your own move for yourself? When do you look at marriage and it's just like, F it. Like, it's not a thing. It's not coming. Mm-hmm. Have you thought about those things?
Not really, but like I said, I've never been in love, and I never was the little girl growing up. What will my wedding be like? What will my husband
what
be
will my
like?
bachelorette
What will our
party
kids
be like?
be named?
That's my story.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I've never been in that mindset before. So it's something I can't really truly speak on. I can only speak on what I know, which is pretty much, I don't know.
I have no answers.
But I will say this. All my friends are getting married, or friends that, they dated the same guy through high school. Congrats for them. If you're happy, that works for you. But I've also, while my dating life has had its ups and downs while being consistently single and mingling and getting to know random fellas. Yeah. I have enjoyed it. So I feel like I have a lot of experiences a lot of people will never experience. For example, the person who dates the person they've been with since high school and has never dated anyone else. They won't know what it's like to have a bad date. They won't know what it's like to have a really good date. They won't know what it's like for some guy to just walk out and you have no real reason why. Or this, that, and in between. There's a lot of good with it and there's a lot of bad with it. I've had really great random dates, just one date, and we never saw each other, really spoke to each other again. And I've had other dates where I was just like, hey girl, you gonna make the phone call for me? Yeah, I'm just having such a good time. But by the way, I need to get out of here.
You know what's funny though? You think about that, and I think about like us being single and having the stories that like go back and forth. Like, I wouldn't change that part for anything. Yeah. To be able to sit with girlfriends over a glass of wine and be like, yo. So did I tell you the story about the time where he was like 10 years older than what his picture said, and he had psoriasis, and I told him my name was Jasmine and I left? Like, I wouldn't take that back.
Yeah. For
dating someone consistently. And if you have, again, for all my friends who have dated someone consistently or in love and engaged, I'm geeked for you. Like, do it. Do the whole thing. That's just not my story. Mm-hmm. And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So, please.
Yeah, all power to you, nothing against you.
Do you. All of you.
Like I've said, I've enjoyed the lifestyle I have been leading. If I were to just, date one guy consistently and that be a thing and be happy and, vibing and whatever, that's fine with me too. It just has yet to happen. But I'm not mad about it either. I've enjoyed the dating lifestyle I had. I can enjoy it for quite some time now. It's honestly what I know. It's
actually, I'm gonna be real with you. At 30, I'm gonna make a baby. Like, whether he shows up or not, like, I'm done playing games.
That's
at 30
thing for me too.
I'm making me a baby.
Yeah. But I don't really want kids. I felt this way for a long time. I think it has a lot to do with, there's about a 10-year age gap between me and my younger sister. So I remember the sleepless nights. I remember a crying baby. I remember helping doing the diaper changes. I remember, I can't go out and hang out with my friends because I need to help out with this child. I remember the potty training. Like, I love her. But at the same time, it was just like, I wasn't happy about that stuff then. And I think about that stuff and I'm like, I really don't want to do that. But, that's my life. I'm entitled to do me and have me and be selfish. And I know that at this point in time in my life and in the near future, I just want me. Yeah. So not having a child is something that fits into that.
And see, for me, I definitely want babies, but it's funny because I never saw myself, like, married with kids. I always figured that I would have to have a baby by myself. I don't know why. I definitely come from two parents, like, loving household, me and my brothers. But for me, I was always like, that's my story. I'm going to be the girl, like, who made the baby in a petri dish and, like, did this shit on her own. So for that not to be my story, for me to end up married and, like, having kids with someone would really blow me away because I never saw that being the case. And so I'm very much at peace with being the mom who had to figure it out, just because I never thought marriage was an option, really. I never saw myself like quintessentially falling in love and having kids. I just saw myself having kids. Which is so
Being
fun.
married with it is nice.
I mean, it'd be
Yeah.
great. Like, again, I come from a 2-parent household. My parents love each other. Like, ups and downs, whatever the case may be. We had both parents in the home. I don't know why I never saw myself with a husband, but I just never did. We shall see.
That's fine. And same thing with marriage and kids. I haven't completely rolled it out, but it's nothing that I'm set goals for myself. It's something that I'm going to get there one day. And I've thought about it, if I do end up changing my mind and that's something I eventually want, that when I'm 40 or something, maybe I'll adopt like a 5-10-year-old, something like that. I can still figure it out. But to me, I know that having a child, physically pushing out a child, that doesn't have to be my story. If I still want a parent later on the road, like I said, when I'm about 40 or so, me adopting or even fostering a child is, I think, something that'll completely do it. Because right now, I love my dog half to death. Like, she's my everything. And that's enough mothering for me. Because, like I said, I still want to be selfish. And, you know, when I want to go off and do my random vacations, I want to go to Hawaii for a week, I can just leave her with a random person. It's like, here's the money, take care of her, send me pictures every day. You can't do that with a child without someone calling the cops on you and you're in jail. And I don't ever want that to be my story. But at the same time, like, the other year just like took off for like a month or so to go to Europe, and I may do that again next month, or not next month but next year. But at the same time, when you're a mother or a parent, you can't live that type of selfish lifestyle. And I still want to travel, I want to do things. If I wake up and I'm like, let's go to a vineyard, I want to be able to just go to a vineyard. I don't want to think, well, I have to find a sitter. Oh my gosh, I don't want to hear my mom say blah 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 if I call her over and she has to take care of the kid because I want to go to, I don't want to have those. I just want to wake up and let's go sip wine.
I mean, to each his own. Yeah. Everything is whatever. Yeah. It's just
I love having my freedom. Yeah.
Getting to this age and having to make those decisions. Where before, like, early 20s, you don't have to think about any of these things. And now, like, late 20s, I'm not in a rush. I don't necessarily have to think about it. But I kind of need to consider it. Because, the time is getting a little crunchy. Where I'm like, do I want to be a mom at 40? No. Do I want to be carrying a baby at 35? I would prefer not to be. Like, these are the things that I need to think about. Mm-hmm. So, being 27, 28 years old and be like, your life is not in order to have a baby now. You probably want to work for the next 3 years to get it in a place that if you have to do this by yourself, it's not going to be a struggle. You probably need to have the conversations with your family members. Like, are you going to help me? Do I have the support of this? If not, I need to make some decisions. And it's weird being here all of a sudden. When, 21, I was just worried about, not throwing up outside of a club. That's literally was my only concern. And graduating college. And now I'm like, I might have to make a baby alone. Because I can't find anyone who isn't the worst.
You'll never be alone.
Thank you. Yeah. But yeah. To be continued.
Yeah. A little side note to people out there who feel if I'm not dating someone, I'm alone.
You're not.
You're not.
I hate when people
say that. I hate when especially when they're your friend, they come over to you like, I'm so alone. I can't find a man else. And do you not see me sitting across from you, hearing you out? You're what?
Come on now.
Truly?
You're not alone. You're not.
Yeah.
And if you think you're alone, then please text me.
Yeah.
Write us, do something. Because you're not.
The person you're currently texting or calling to or sitting across from telling is a true statement of how not alone you are. Oh, yeah.
And being with someone doesn't make you not alone. Because I got plenty of friends in that situation too. You're fine.
Truly.
You got this.
I've been in many relationships where I was very much so alone. And I'm sure I'll maybe in one or two more. We'll see. Who knows?
When you look at him like, for real, I could have done this by myself, G. Cool. So, to be continued, chapter 1. I think, is this our chapter 1 or is this our intro?
I have no idea. But I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like what you heard or took a little something from that or Have any questions or want some more? Leave them in the comments below. Something. If not, it's fine. We're just doing this for fun.
Au revoir and good night.